everyone, we are at Lady Bower Reservoir in the Peak District, and we're going to do a walk that I wanted to do before but I didn't even realise where it was, and we're going to go across the dam here and we're going to go up past these trees. I don't know if you can see, but just in the middle of that hill there's a little hilltop sticking out above the trees. That's Win Hill, and now we're going to go up there and then we're going to head south along and down and then into Bamford Village, which is that way, and then up onto Bamford Edge, and we should get some amazing views of Lady Bower and Derwent Reservoir. We just stopped here at Lady Bower to get this strange view. It's a very distinctive landmark round here is these two giant plug holes. Lady Bower Reservoir, there's one this side and there's one on the other side as well. We've got a nice dry day today. It's a bit windy, a bit of a cool breeze, but it's nice and clear, so we hope to get some great views. And we'll catch up with you just when we pick up the path to Win Hill. Just in the middle of the dam. This is Lady Bower Reservoir. It's kind of like a Y shape. The bottom end of it, it's like a wonky hammer, and then it sticks up, runs east to west or west to east at the bottom, and then from about the middle it sticks up and runs kind of northwest west to south, or the other way around, whichever orientation you're looking at. And then there's another one further up called Derwent Reservoir, and then further north of that there is Howden Reservoir. So there's three all in a row. Some great scenery. And this is the River Derwent, just here. It's a huge dam. You just see the other plug hole just beyond the control tower there. Just about to pick up the trail for Win Hill, but just a quick one. You can see top of Bamford Edge up there. You see people already up on there looking at the views. I'm going to walk all the way along there later on. And hopefully just on the left up here is the path up to Win Hill. Could be that, but that looks a little bit makeshift to me. I think there's a proper one. I think this is it. There we go. Right, I've heard this is steep, so only way is up. So watch your feet on this. Oh yeah, it goes up and up and up. Pick it back up in a bit when it levels off. Yeah, it's levelled out a bit now. Confirmed we are on the right path to Win Hill. So that first bit was quite steep up through the forest. We're getting to the top of the trees and it has levelled a bit. Still very bumpy. I guess all the rain has just made it a little bit. You can see all the grooves from the rangers' trucks. And it's getting very warm as well. Down by the dam, by the reservoir, it's very windy. It's quite cool, but up in here, so we've just got a bit of a crossroads here now. I'm guessing it's up this way to the left, but we'll see. We'll go this way and then we might have to turn back if it's wrong. No big deal. Well, that was a very short, steep trek, almost a scramble in places, up through the forest. But we've just come around a corner and what we think is in front of us is Win Hill. So we're definitely on the right path. I don't know what the steepness is of the path going up to it, It feels like we've done a lot of climbing already. We've still got to get up that bit. I can see people on it, so it's obviously a well-worn track that we should be able to follow quite easily. It's lovely up here, right out of the forest now, and very last trees before it just turns into that sort of instantly recognisable Peak District moorland scenery where you've got the very low heather and quite bleak looking in places. We always describe it as postman Pat country. Stone walls, thin lanes, slow moving traffic. Get a great view of Bamford Edge as well now. And hopefully we've got time to do all these today. Let's pick it back up at the top. Here we go. We've made it to the top of Win Hill. It's so busy up here. There's people everywhere. Head on up to the Win Hill tree point. You've got Castleton cement right down there in the valley. You can see that from everywhere. Everywhere you go up, you can see Castleton cement. Sticks out like a sore thumb. That's much more sheltered on this side. Absolutely brilliant day. So clear. And just round this corner, there's the Win Hill trick point. Made it. Coming down off Win Hill now, we're going to try and make our way right back down to the valley level, into Bamford, across the river, got the other side onto Bamford Edge. It's into this forest clearing, and this must have made a hell of a racket. I think something very large has tried to get through the middle of this and broken the trees. It's strange how it's only these two trees that have come down. Gigantic tree. Okay, I think down here and across to the right, and we'll be back on the trail going down to Bamford. I don't know how we managed it, but on the way back down from Win Hill we seem to have chosen the steepest possible path. Call it a path in the loosest sense. What you're looking at is what we've just climbed down, and it was very steep, just full of tree roots and rocks. We've still got another little bit to go, and then I think it levels off just there. So yeah, I'm going to put this away just while we do the rest of this steep climb down, and then we'll head back along the river into Bamford. Next part of the journey here, we're heading into Bamford, and we're heading towards the mill. We've got this cool little bridge that we're on. Just come through these fields behind us here. We've got to go across this little bridge. past the mill pond, and then up along these little stepping stones. Just going to stop here and get this view. It's the best part of the walk, this. What a place. It's a bit makeshift. I don't know if this is something that's been put here on purpose, or whether people put it temporary and then eventually over time they've had to make it safer. What a beautiful setting. Ducks going over the waterfall. Don't do it! Don't do it! Let's head on up into the village. Oh, that's a nice spot. Are we stopping? So a big thank you to some locals who in the first place directed us down to the mill, and then we stopped. They caught up with us and they've given us more directions on how to get up towards Bamford Edge. And I think I'm right in saying they told us this road is called Bamford Clough, and it's the steepest tarmac road in the UK, allegedly. I'll have to look that up. It definitely does show a pretty steep gradient. So there's a sign up here that says 35%. Not something I'd want to do on a bike. Don't think I even want to walk it. But we've got to, because we've got to get up there. So let's have a go. Here we are. He did actually say ignore the road closed signs because it is open. Hopefully he's not just leading us up the garden path. There we go, 35%. Cyclist dismount. I think I would. Oh yeah, this is steep. This is definitely steep. I don't think you can see it on camera. You get the full idea of it, but maybe if I spin round and walk back for a bit. Cameras always flatten things. But yeah, it's definitely, I'm on my tiptoes to be honest. I'm actually walking on tiptoes because of the gradient to try and stay level. Wow, right. I need all my energy, so I'm going to stop talking. Pick you up later. Yeah, we're still on this crazy steep road, and to try and give you an idea of how steep it is, if you look at the angle on that bench, that's flat, and it almost looks like it's sloping away from us, but it's not. It's actually flat, and you can see there's the steepness of the road, and that's the flat bench along it. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how steep this is. And it's not ending yet. It's still going up and up and up. It looks like just at the top there where the sunlight's hitting that hedge, that looks like it's the level. It's a steep one. And we're still going up, as if the 35% gradient wasn't enough. We've carried on going. We're almost onto the top of Bamford Edge. It's very windy again, so I'll just spin you to the left and Sticking up there is Win Hill, where we were earlier on. We've come all the way down that side of the river, crossed over at the mill, which is just down there in the middle of the screen, and up that ridiculously steep road, and then up this path here. We need to eat when we get to the top. It's been hard work, this bit. Let's head across here. Looks like there's a photo opportunity across here. Looks like everyone's standing on this rock, getting a view of Kinderskap, Mamtor, Backtor, Great Ridge. Oh, it's lovely out of that wind. Yeah, as I was saying, as you get up onto the peaks, it's more of like a moonscape. You just get these masses of rock formations, and it becomes really, the landscape just changes instantly when you get on there, and then it drops down again. You get these little clear, peaty, spongy paths. Lovely to walk on, really nice to walk on. And this is it's been a nice walk. We've come from that side, and once you get up that ridiculously steep clough and get up onto the ridge is really flat. It undulates really nicely, but there's no sort of steep climbs and steep descents. It's just a nice little up and down along the top, along the edge. We're going to get some photographs from this edge, and we'll get some good views. I'll pick it up in a bit. We're on the edge of Bamford Edge. It's one of the easiest walks I've done actually in the Peak District. Once you get up onto this level, and there's so much to see. I don't know how long it is. I'm hoping it goes on for a bit further, and we'll be able to get some good view of the dam and everything. Maybe I'll take one off the edge of one of these rocks, but I'm not a huge fan of heights, so I'll judge when we get there. We're starting to drop down off the ridge now, so I can't believe these views today of this area. So this is the this is Ladybower Reservoir, the what's that? The east side of Ladybower, and you can see it running up towards the west. It goes through the valley where those cars are. That's the A57 Snake Pass, and that winds its way up towards Glossop and Manchester. And then the reservoir's got like a north arm of it as well. So after that bridge, it kind of goes north up there, and then joins onto Derwent Reservoir. Hey Dolly. another rock diving board. Seems to be a lot of these. Still can't get over this view. It's amazing. Right, let's crack on. Thought we'd be off the ridge by now. It just keeps on going along. Doesn't seem to have got any lower. It's actually a shame this. It's a bit early in the year, but in the summer you get the heather comes out in purple and pink colours. So all this would just be pink or purple, and it looks really great on the photographs and videos. I mean, still amazing scenery anyway, but it just adds that little bit of colour. This is just about it. We are just coming down through the forest, off the ridge, into the back end of the car park, and I have to say that is the best walk I've done actually, so highly recommend that. Bamford Edge, all the way along, and down the other side, back down to Lady Bar. Amazing, it has a bit of everything. Forest, mill, steep roads, rocks, and the views of the reservoir were just excellent. And just coming out of that forest into these little sort of clearing where all these bluebells are. That makes up for the fact that heather wasn't out in bloom on the top. At least we got this view on the way back. It's just never ending, there's just paths everywhere. You think that you're almost at the end of something, and then the path goes a different direction and changes again, and you get a little bit of an extra walk. Really good, thoroughly recommend that one. So